Next thing is that he fired into a Turkish refugee camp across the border today, killed 6 people, wounded a bunch of other refugees in the refugee camp. His forces shot across the Lebanon border, killed a Lebanon cameraman for a Lebanon news team after they had talked to the Syrian border guards and they told them that they could film. As soon as they started filming in the car, they got shot and 1 got killed.
Wow.
So Turkey come out today, and because of the refugee thing, said that starting tomorrow, which is today over there, that things are fixing to change in Syria real fast now, that Assad didn't honor the peace plan, that phase 2 is going to be put into action now. Didn't say what that is, but Turkey's pretty teed off about those refugees getting killed on their side of the border. I see Turkey going in here probably this week and setting up a buffer zone, which is in return is going to start a war between Syria and Turkey. But since Turkey's a UN member, they have the right to call the UN and say, hey, we need help.
Doesn't Syria already have a buffer zone? Didn't they open a 40-mile buffer zone for the refugees?
No,
already?
Right now they got 2 refugee camps set up on the Turkey side, so these Syrian people have to fight their way through to get across the border from Assad's troops.
Wow.
Now, we got the Iranian nuke talks starting on Saturday for 2 days. We told Iran 2 demands: that they have to quit enriching uranium, and number 2, they have to close their underground nuclear facility. And Iran said, F you. We're not going to do that. We're still going to have the talks, but we're not going to do that. So the talks are up in the air now. What else we got going here? North Korea. With North Korea, South Korea came out today and said that even if North Korea launches that missile, whether it goes over South Korean territory or not, South Korea is going to launch an attack on North Korea for them launching that missile. Now, they come out today too and said that North Korea is going to do an underground nuclear test right after this rocket launch here, probably in the next few days. They said they're going to launch it maybe between Thursday and Monday, and that now that they've got proof that they're going to do an underground nuclear test, their 3rd one in several years. And America said that ain't going to happen this time around, and so does South Korea and Japan. South Korea's deployed all ships, anti-missiles all over the place. Japan has put missile batteries in the middle of downtown Tokyo, and also have sent out 3 anti-missile ships. America has brought in their X-band radar. We've got 6 warships sitting off the coast there with missiles ready to go. And I don't know. You know, if it was changing at first. Japan and South Korea was saying that if the rocket went over their territory, they would shoot it down. But now South Korea is plainly saying, if you even launch it, we're going to attack you. North Korea said, fine, whoever shoots this missile down or attempts to shoot it down, it's wartime. You know, it's kind of funny how you got these Iranian nuke talks, the Syrian deadline, and North Korea launching this rocket all at the same exact time. And I agree, it's coming at us at the same time. People have been saying it's all going to happen at once.
It's looking that way, isn't it?
It's happening at once. This is going to be an interesting week, and people need to pay close attention. Close attention. And I don't know what to think. You know, this Kim Jong-un that's running North Korea now doesn't seem to care. He's already pissed China off. China isn't even talking to him anymore. And he's pretty much just running himself. And
I heard he's like 10 times the bastard his dad was, so I guess we'll see how far from the tree he falls.
Exactly, you know, it's exactly. And like I said, his deadline with Syria has passed as of a few hours ago. And we'll see what phase 2 is. But Turkey's pretty pissed off that they shot across their border and killed those refugees. And Lebanon's pretty pissed off that Syria shot across their border and killed that camera guy. And they killed 170 people today in Syria. On the day that Assad was supposed to pull his troops in, he didn't do it. He killed 170 people instead.
Well, this isn't the first time that guy's done this, man. He sets deadlines and then he does a big massacre. I mean,
the UN came out today, the Ban Ki-moon, leader of the UN, and see, Russia and China agreed with the UN resolution last week backing the UN's plan for him to do a ceasefire, and Assad agreed to it. He agreed completely to it, and now Russia and China already signed on the dotted line saying further measures can be taken now against him. So Russia and China doesn't have a say no more.
What do you what's your? I don't understand what this Kim Jong-un. I don't understand what he claims he's been getting warnings, dude, for the last almost 3 to 4 weeks now. All this equipment's in place, and he's acting like, I don't care, I'm going to launch. I mean, what does he have to gain?
Well, he's so bold that he invited international news reporters yesterday to North Korea to come check out the missile themselves, and Reuters showed up, Fox News showed up, CNN showed up, and a bunch of other international reporters. And he took them to it and said, here it is. It's going to launch a satellite. And we, according to American intelligence and South Korean, Japan intelligence, its satellite's just a cover that it's a ballistic missile launch. And there's UN sanctions against him that he's not supposed to be launching ballistic missiles. And this sanction's been against them since his dad was in charge. And this is how bold that Kim Jong is taking reporters right up to it and sticking it right in their face, saying, take a good look at this. America is saying that this missile here is a 3-stage missile, that it's got the capability of hitting Hawaii or Alaska. Whether it's the truth or not, that's what the mainstream media wants us to believe. And now that they've come out and said on top of it, it just happens that he's going to do an underground nuclear test. It looks like war with North Korea is burning pretty fast now.
Dave, I'm smiling because a couple minutes ago, Paulie from Paulie's Customs called me and said that he lives in the hood and he doesn't advocate guns, but he does say fuck a sanction. That's an act of war. I love you, Paulie, man. Don't you ever change, motherfucker. I'm sorry.
I know what the war is about. It's New World Order. I know everything. It's like I've always said on my shows. War is nothing but a big lie. It's based on lies, and war is based on deception. And that's plainly what it is. We just happened to whip out this, they're going to test a nuke too now on top of this missile launch. No one wants Kim Jong-un, this snot-nosed punk, in charge of nuclear weapons. No one wants him in charge. Not even China wants him in charge of North Korea. So we've got a reason now, the so-called government's got a reason now to go after this guy for breaking a UN sanction for launching this rocket.
We'll go over there.
We'll do an underground nuclear test. We've got all the ammunition we need, the Western world, to go after him now.
Dude, I see a major issue coming from the Middle East here very soon, and I think it's going to change things forever when this thing breaks out. There's too many people with an itchy finger to see what a nuke looks like going off.
Well, it's just, like I said, it's very coincidental. You got the Syria deadline as of right now. You got talks with Iran for 2 days on Saturday and Sunday, and you got this North Korean missile launch here at the end of the week, all at the same time, wrapped up in a nice pink bow for the world.
Hey, you don't think we'd rev up and preemptively strike that idiot before he puts it in the air, do you?
Well, one big thing to watch is that we took the Carl Benson, our aircraft carrier that was with the Abraham Lincoln in the Persian Gulf, and we sent it over to be with the George Washington in Japan. So we've got 2 carriers off the coast of Korea now. We've got 2 carriers, the Enterprise and the Lincoln, off the coast of Iran. So we've got our bases covered.
Well, you're right. At the very least, it's going to be a very interesting week to see how things unfold in the Middle East and in Korea. There's just too many things going on. And I can't wait to see the next bombshell on this Trayvon thing. Every day there's more and more crap coming out. Every time the prosecution sticks something out, then the defense comes out with something else. It's just going back and forth, back and forth. It's incredible how many people aren't watching everything, and it's almost nerve-wracking to me.
There's just one more big thing that happened yesterday is Bahrain, where our 5th fleet is stationed, and several other Arab nations, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and us. We had the biggest aircraft drill that we've had there in ages, and it was basically 100 of our airplanes and 100 Arabian airplanes, all practicing keeping the Straits of Hormuz open.
I'll bet you that was incredible to watch.
So that's a major thing right there, and that's it's been said. This is as close as we've ever been. This is all at one time. North Korea was cooperative on another thing. North Korea launched 4 subs the other day. South Korea lost so supposedly lost track of. So there's 4 North Korean subs traversing the Yellow Sea somewhere right now. And they're thinking, what South Korea and America's thinking is that as soon as someone tries to blow up this rocket, South Korea or North Korea is going to try to sink an American or South Korean or Japanese ship with one of their subs.
Wow. Well, brother,
so it's all put together. It's all planned. Everybody's got a part to play in this big theater that's going on, and it's just intense.
I'm so glad you said
I've been following this for 12 years, and I never thought it would come together like this.
I am so glad you said that, guys. If you look at it, it's a setup. The whole thing, everything's being put in position. It's like we're getting ready to play the game. It's gonna start, and it's rigged, guys. It's a big thing of dominoes. All we got to do is tip one domino over in one of these places, and the whole damn thing's going up.
Well, all you need is one of our carriers getting hit in the Persian Gulf, one of our ships getting sunk by a North Korean sub supposedly out in the Yellow Sea, and you got an instant World War III. North Korea's got 4 subs out, perfect false flag. We could blow up one of our own ships and blame it on a North Korean sub now.
Well, time will tell, brother. I mean, that's where we're at in this thing. It's to the point now where it doesn't take much to see the picture, and that's the scary part. I mean, it's not letting up. Every day there's a little more tension, and it hasn't let up in months.
I think everybody does need to say their prayers to their higher power and pray that cooler heads prevail. But me personally, following this stuff the way I do, you're seeing the New World Order come together big time.
Well, we'll see. Brother, I want to thank you for calling in. You want to plug your website and your show?
Sure. My website's www.ingamebeginningofww3.com, and you can find my Twitter page, my Facebook page, my YouTube link, all on my website there. I update my website around, updates are out around 5 o'clock, 5:30 every night after I get off of work.
Cool.
So check it out, man.
Awesome. And good congratulations to you, man, for winning that flag.
Yeah, I had a whole lot of competition there.
Attempt to be caller number 3, and you nailed it.
And I just want to give everybody an update real fast on my health. I have an MRI on Thursday, but the hospital's not going to let me know the results of it until June. So here I am in tremendous pain, and I won't get to know what's wrong with me until June. That's as soon as they can get me into a neurologist. I've got some very big nerve damage going on, and I may have been in the hospital soon, so everybody please say a prayer for me, man.
Is that the VA you're dealing with, Dave?
No, this is regular hospital.
God.
They're passing me off from one doctor to another, and I think I've got a slip disc in my neck or my back, something shooting off a big-time pain to my fingers and my arms, and I can barely move them. And I just ask that everybody say a prayer for me,
Well, I'll say a prayer for you every night, Dave. I hope you feel better, man. I hate to hear that you're suffering like that.
But thanks for having me on, buddy, and y'all take care.
Right on, Dave. Well, there you guys got it. FtownBalla with his World War III report. Always, I'll tell you, folks,